Students, welcome to the subject Database Management System. Today's session is session number 14, and the topic that we are going to consider is DBMS interfaces. Students, in yesterday's class we have studied database DBMS languages, and today we will study DBMS interfaces. User-friendly interfaces provided by DBMS include 1. Menu-based interfaces for web clients or browsing. Second, form-based interfaces. Third, graphical user interfaces. Fourth, natural language interfaces. Fifth, speech input and output. Sixth, interfaces for parametric users. And seventh, interfaces for the DBA, that is database administrator. So we shall study 7 DBMS interfaces. We'll take up them one by one. First, menu-based interfaces for web clients or browsing. Students who are going to browse or those who are going to access web, they will be provided with menu-based interfaces, which is easy to work with. Point number 1. These interfaces present the user with list of options called menus that lead the user through the formulation of a request. Point number 2. Menus do away with the need to memorize the specific commands and syntax of the query language. Rather, the query is composed step by step by picking options from a menu that is displayed by the system. Students, menu based interface is very simple. There is no need to memorize the commands or syntax of the query language, and menu is composed by step picking the options from the available options. Point number 3. Pull down menus are very popular technique in web-based user interfaces. Second, form-based interfaces. Point number 1. A form-based interface displays a form to each user. User can fill out all the form entries to insert the new data. Students, this form-based interface is very popular and is available on many reservation counters, or whether you want to fill up individual details. DBMS will retrieve matching data for the remaining entries. Point number 3. Forms are usually designed and programmed for Navy users as interfaces to canned transactions. So forms are available for the transactions which are always similar in nature, that is canned transaction. Point number 4. Many DBMS have form specification language, which are special language that help programmers specify such forms. For example, SQL forms. So there is SQL forms which will help you to fill up all the details. Third, graphical user interface, GUI. Point number 1. A GUI typically displays a schema to the user in diagrammatic form. Point number 2. The user then can specify a query by manipulating the diagram. Point number 3. In many cases, GUI utilizes both menus and forms. Students, graphical user interface is very easy, where you have to just pick up the items from the available items, and you will get necessary, you can fill up the necessary details. Fourth, natural language interface. Point number 1. These interfaces accept requests written in English or some other language and attempt to understand them. So in natural language interface, as the name suggests, the queries can be done through natural language such as English. A natural language interface usually has its own schema which is similar to database conceptual schema as well as dictionary of important words. Point number 3. The natural language interface refers to the words in its schema as well as to the set of standard words in its dictionary that are used to interpret the request. Students, so there is a data dictionary. So whatever words you speak, those words are compared with the words in the data dictionary, and if there is a match, appropriate action is taken or the request is interpreted properly. Point number 4. If the interpretation is successful, the interface generates a high-level query corresponding to the natural language request and submits it to the DBMS for processing. So successful query is submitted for DBMS to process. 5th, speech input and output. Point number 1. Limited use of speech as an input query and speech as an answer to the question or result of a request is becoming commonplace. Students, when you go to a railway station or some banks, or even if you go to some government department, there you have got some interfaces which carry speech input and output interfaces where you can speak your demand and you will get back the answer. Point number 2. Applications with limited vocabularies such as inquiries for telephone directory, flight arrival, departure, bank deposits, etc. may use speech input and output. Point number 3. The speech input is detected using library of predefined words used to set up the parameters that are supplied to the queries. So here also there is a library of predefined words, as in case of natural language also, where there is a dictionary. Point number 4. For output, a similar conversion from text or numbers into speech takes place. So output is just reverse of input. Point 6th, interfaces for parametric users. Point number 1. Parametric users such as bank tellers often have a small set of operations that they must perform repeatedly. Students, parametric users often carry out some operations which are regular or repeated in nature. For example, point number 2, a teller is able to use single function keys to invoke routine and repetitive transactions such as account deposits or withdrawals or balance inquiries. Point number 3. System analysts and programmers design and implement a special interface for each known class of Navy users. Students, the parametric users or Navy users carry out the same activity often. That is why you can have a special key programmed for that. So system analysis and program design can implement special interface for such users. Point number 4. Usually a small set of abbreviated commands is included with the goal of minimizing the number of keystrokes. 7th, interfaces for database administrator. Point number 1. Most database system contains privileged commands that can be used only by the DBA staff. Students who have studied database administration is the main person responsible for database and its management and authorization. Hence, he has got special commands to do with so as to maintain the database and give permissions to the different types of users. Point number 2. These include commands for creating accounts, setting system parameters, granting account authorization, changing a schema, and reorganizing the storage structure of the database. So student, there is a special interface for DBA to run with the special commands. Students, today we have studied 7 different types of user interfaces provided by DBMS. So this is also important from study point of view and examination point of view. Please write all these details in the notebook. It's very simple topic, and if you got anything, any query, you can give me a call. Thank you.